Hey guys, what's going on? It's Matt, the Cell Junkie, coming back at you with one more. Um, so, just real quick, we've had some comments on my HTC 530 review, saying the specs aren't everything, and guys, I agree with you. All right, I do agree that specs are not everything. What is important is the user experience, and if it's not a good experience for that particular user, then it's not a good phone. It's not a good fit. So, for example, with the HTC 530, I had an issue with it just being laggy all around. Not just with the games, but with just normal web browsing, loading up Facebook and everything. It was just super laggy. So, with that being said, I wanted to show you guys that you can have a good experience, and you can have a good experience with a phone that's sub $200, in some cases sub $100. For example, the Moto G4 Play that's going to be on Amazon is going to be $99 when it comes out. So, it's $50 cheaper than normal, but you're still getting an awesome phone with 16 gigs, with an HD screen. I think it's 720. With all this, decent specs for a good price. Now, the same thing can be said about this one. This is the Samsung Galaxy On5. All right, I just picked this up a couple days ago at Best Buy, and it's very similar to the 530 in the sense that it only has 1.5 gigs of RAM. Okay, it has, believe it or not, only 8 gigs. All right, so this was $119 at Best Buy, so you get 8 gigs on this, or for $10 more, you can get the 16 on the HTC 530. On the Desire 530. The difference between this one and that one, as far as processor goes, is this has an Exynos processor. The other one had lower end Snapdragon, or I'm not even Snapdragon. It was actually a Qualcomm. I did a little more research. It was actually a Qualcomm, just ordinary everyday processor. So that kind of, in my opinion, that kind of took away from it. But this one, like I said, it has an Exynos processor, and this is the first time I've actually messed with an Exynos. The S7 in some of the variants has an Exynos. Some other Samsung devices have that as well. And the good thing about it is that's Samsung's chip. So with that, it's actually manufactured, made, optimized for that particular phone and for the Samsung brand. So this actually runs smooth. It has 1.5 gigabytes. That's it. And this bad boy is running just as smooth, just as creamy as any other Samsung device that I've seen, or played with. It does have a 720p display. Okay, but it's actually a really bright, crisp display. I mean, coming off of a BlackBerry, which is what I'm actually recording this on, my BlackBerry Priv, coming off of that, it's actually kind of hard. I'm not gonna say hard to tell, but it's not like you're skipping off a quad HD display and you're like, oh hell, what the hell is that? No, it's actually like a good screen. It's light. The camera really isn't doing it justice, but it's really bright, it's really crisp, and I'm actually highly impressed with this display. It has good viewing angles. Color reproduction is pretty good. Blacks could be a little bit deeper, but for what it is, it's not bad at all. So I've been rocking this for a couple days now, and I'm actually thoroughly impressed for a $119 phone. This is the T-Mobile variant. It does come unlocked from Amazon or eBay or from Samsung themselves. I'm not sure about Samsung themselves, but I would imagine you could get it from them unlocked. But of course, the price is going to be higher. This one actually has an unlock function under device unlock right here. Let me see if I can zoom in on that a little bit, make it a little more crisp for you. See if I can back down some of that brightness. There we go. That's a little bit better. See, device unlocked. And what that does is you can go into it and you can either temporary or you can permanent unlock. And this is actually the first phone I've ever had that feature. I mean, I've had T-Mobile for a number of years now, and they're still. This is the first time I've ever seen that, especially on a prepaid device too. So I mean, you can request to get it permanently unlocked, and then use it on any other GSM carrier, Straight Talk, AT&T. God, there's a slew of them. That H2O one, the Simply Sim, or whatever the hell it is. You know what I'm talking about. So there's that option, which I think is amazing. That's actually really cool because, I mean, you could possibly buy this phone without even using it on T-Mobile and unlocking it and, taking it straight to another carrier. That's great. So real quick, let me show you a little something. So number one, the back of this bad boy is kind of hard to tell. This is actually kind of the similar back as the Note 3 and Note 4, where it's like the fake leathery kind of material. It's plastic, but it feels kind of cool. And in the front, it kind of looks like your ordinary Samsung slab. So to me, this is like as far as looks go, it's like a hybrid of the like S6 and Note. Maybe like a smaller Note. But that's still kind of cool. I mean, I actually do kind of like the design. Now, let me pop this back cover off real quick. While we're back here, I can tell you this thing does not have NFC. What the hell? So there's no NFC. As you can see, there's no NFC on the back or on the device. Now the cool thing about this is this actually has a 2600 milliamp hour battery. So it actually lasts, and believe it or not, with 2600 milliamps on an optimized Exynos processor with a 720p display. Yeah, I've gotten more than a day out of this. Like right now it's running at 29%. And that's with me having it unplugged since 8 o'clock this morning. It is now 9:30. I've been running games on this, emails for work, text messages, using Slack for work, Facebooking, web browsing, YouTube. I mean, and plus I've got Bluetooth on and I'm using it with my Pebble Steel and it's working just fine. And I mean, to still have 29% battery after all that on a cheap phone, it's pretty good, guys. And just so we're all on the same page, I'm not a big Samsung guy. I've really not liked their devices since I think my first device with them that I ever got. God, I can't even remember the first smartphone I got from them. I want to say, like, I know I had the Note 3, I had the S4, might have been the S4, but it was just so heavy. The TouchWiz was so heavy. But this is actually the same experience you'll get off of the S6 and or the S7. So it's lightened up. You can still customize it with themes. You can do a lot of stuff with this phone, guys. It's actually really nice. So that's kind of my little run around on this device. Like I said, everything's been running smooth. Haven't had any hiccups on it. Cell reception has been great. The speaker is a little bit tinny, so keep an eye out on that. So the speakerphone is not exactly the clearest, but it'll get the job done. But guys, I mean, this is honestly an awesome buy. If you were thinking about getting a phone, I would suggest going for this one. Even though it's got 8 gigs, but you can expand it out. I think up to 128 gigs. So I mean, that's pretty good. So guys, this has been my review of the On5 from Samsung. It's a thumbs up from me, guys. So if you got any questions or comments or anything, drop them down there. Down there. Not down there. Down there. And I'll get back with you on that stuff. I've got a couple more reviews coming your way. I lost my train of thought, but we're going to go with it anyway. Always like, subscribe. I love the feedback, guys. Follow me on Twitter at CellJunkie83. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.